When we come back, we're going to have a few announcements, and then we're going to get into this topic for the night.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, Baltimore. Welcome to Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. I am so excited, and it has been a whole week since I've been able to reach out and talk to you all. But never fear, Tracy is here. Baltimore, I am Tracy Jiggets, the mother of truth, your own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangsta goddess. And I am here again on BeExposedRadio.com with Gangsta Goddess Radio every Monday from 7 to 8. Check me out. Now, if you like what I'm saying, or you don't like what I'm saying, or you just want to call and say hi, call us at 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. Gangsta Goddess Radio is live and in full effect. Of course, I am not in the studio alone. I'm bringing that Gangsta Goddess power with me. I have my friend of so many years, I don't even want to talk about it. But Crystal, yes, say hello to the people.
Hello, good people.
She's so cool. Oh my goodness. So Crystal is here because, as you all know, the show is all things Black womanist. And there are things that I don't know anything about. And Crystal is the sports guru. She is all things sports. She has this knowledge. She has this information just sitting. And I said, we're going to bring this to the people. So today we are going to specialize in Black women in sports. So if you know somebody out there, call somebody that knows somebody and tell them to tune in, because we're about to go all the way in. So since last week, I told you all about I am the mother of a toddler, a 2-year-old baby Truth, which makes me the mother of truth. But this week there were no emergency room fiascos. Everything went well. Of course, everybody was real pumped about Easter. And I've been very transparent about my spiritual journey. And I grew up one of those young ladies that was, oh my goodness, Easter dress, Easter clothes, got to get the sweatsuit so I can go to the harbor and walk around just looking crazy in the sweatsuit and some felines, thinking I'm cute, some bump curls, a French roll, maybe some finger waves, put some pearls in them. Remember we used to put the pearls in our hair? Oh my goodness. Crystal, did you used to put the pearls in your hair?
Never once have I put a pearl upon my head.
Never once?
Never once.
Oh my goodness. So no pearls, but if you all grew up like I grew up, you feel me, where it was a big to do. But I'm up in a place on my spiritual journey where I'm like, not so much right now. And that's a fine line to walk with my child, because they were great experiences and my family made sure that Easter was special. And I definitely want to share some of that with my son. But at the same time, I'm on the fence because I'm really trying to let the spirit lead me. But I can say that it was a happy Easter because I got to be with my family. And at the end of the day, I feel like that's what it's all about. What about you? Easter? You had Easter fun, Crystal?
I had Easter fun at home with my family. It was very small. We didn't go out anywhere. We enjoyed dinner. We watched television and, had some coffee. It was real, real grown and sexy. I didn't go out
the
anywhere.
Grown and Sexy Easter edition, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So growing up, was Easter something big for you growing up?
Well, no, I couldn't do any of the shake and bake parties when I was a kid. And my mother always was one who said, what do a new pair of sneakers and a sweatshirt have to do with the good Lord rising from the dead and saving our souls? So, no. No, it was about sunrise service. I would get up very early. Sunrise service was real sunrise service when I was a child. Where you go to the stadium at Memorial Stadium, we'd sit there, it'd be freezing. She'd have a blanket, and we watch the sunrise up to all the wonderful music and a pastor overseeing the whole thing. And then we'd leave there, and it'd be time for real church.
Y'all were at the stadium, the real life stadium?
Yeah, Memorial Stadium, before they tore it down, they used to do sunrise service every Easter. And so I guess, I get up at like 5, whatever sunrise is, we'd be there prior to. And it was a beautiful thing. It was very, it was actually kind of spiritual because everyone was sitting there and we were all there for the same reason. And it's outside, like
the sun.
In the air, and watch the sunrise. And, while this brief service was going on. And it was fun. It was fun, but it was memorable. Very
good. So, as Black women, and one of my reasons for putting this show together is we all we have different experiences, but we share the same journey. The spirituality, no matter which set you claim, the memories, childhood memories, and being able to pass those on to others, because I never knew about a sunrise service at the stadium.
Yes.
And now is a good YMCA.
Sunrise services are everywhere. My cousin who lives in North Carolina told me she went to a sunrise service on Sunday. And if you've never done a sunrise service, especially if you have children, I recommend you do it. It's it seems kind of like an authentic thing to do. I don't know where I get the word authentic from, but it just seems like when the sun came up on Jesus in the morning, when the sun came up and the tomb was empty, it's like reliving that in a way, like we're coming up with the sun and recognizing that, hey, your sins have all been taken away.
All
Congratulations.
Right. Congratulations, you won. I'm sorry. I love it. I love hearing about people's journey and what brings them here. So Crystal, again, like I said, is a great friend of mine. When we come back, we are going to get into Black women in sports. We're going to talk about the myths. We're going to talk about the good side, the downside. And she has some really great information to share, because let me tell you what, we are everywhere. You can't shake us. You cannot shake us. Black women are doing it. So I'm excited. Again, you are tuned into Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. If you have a question, if you have a comment, if you want to tell me about your life, if you want to share a rap, look, call me 410-702-5657. I promise I'm really easy to talk to. But if you don't want to hear, you don't want me to hear your voice, please text to me at 443-642-9403. My name is Tracy. Please, you can go to YouTube and see, no, you're not going to see me, not just yet, but you can go to the Facebook page if you want to see my face, you want to see my smile, you want to see what I'm about. But please go to YouTube so that you can listen to the stream live. Thank you for tuning in to Gangsta Goddess Radio. We'll be right back.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We don't stop. Hello. Until the beat. Welcome everyone to Weird Radio, where everybody is really dope. We are back. I'm your host, Kenyon Parsons.
No, you're not. You're not the host.
I'm not.
You're
the
not
host.
the host
I'm
today.
not the host today. I'm the host. Today's show is being taken over by Stella, who ain't shit, the guest who ain't never left.
Yeah.
NTC El Falcone, the Falcon.
What's up, people? So, in today's world, we're going to start off with a couple of Black history facts.
Oh, snap.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I had the liberty of doing this. And since we left off on the 5th of February, I will start with the 6th. Okay. This one sucked. I had to put it because I know who this guy is. But February 6th, 1993 was the death of Arthur Ashe.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I've heard his name so many times, and I had to look the guy up. Like, who? I know this name. Why don't I know this person? And I was like, that sucked. That was like the first one I found.
Right.
Yeah. What else we got? Of course. I don't even know how I forgot this one. February 6th, 1945. Bob Marley was born, man.
That right there, hands down. You can move to the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. That just topped everything.
You can move to the next day.
Topped everything. February 7th. Let's see. What's a good one? Okay, Chris Rock was born 1967.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Personally, I think you can move on from that day.
Yeah, there was nothing interesting. There was nothing interesting in there. And on February 8th, 1986, Oprah Winfrey becomes the first African American woman to host a nationally syndicated talk show.
Shout out to Oprah.
Absolutely.
Now owns.
I want Oprah money. Man.
Half of Africa, something like that. 3/4?
No.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't.
All right. And that same day in 1978, Leon Spinks defeated Muhammad Ali. My man took that out.
He was not floating like a butterfly that day.
Oh, yeah.
He was sinking like a ship.
He was hovering like a moth.
Not at all. Oh, man.
I actually have a black history fact.
Okay.
Sarah Rector.
Mm-hmm.
By the age of 10, she became the richest black child in America.
Tight.
She received a land grant from the Creek Nation as a part of reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Soon after, oil was discovered on her property.
Right on.
By 1912, the revenue from this oil was $371,000 per year. That's roughly $6.5 million as it is today.
Damn, you go, bro.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. We are back at Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Tell somebody that knows somebody else to tune in. You can go on the local internets and you can look up BeExposedRadio.com. You can go to YouTube. You can put in BeExposedRadio.com. You can put in Gangsta Goddess. You can call me. You can text me. I am so open to y'all right now. Oh my goodness, y'all have all this access. I feel I feel it. The energy. I hope you can feel it. Okay, so we are back. So we gave you a little bit about Easter memories and hope to make many, many more as the years go by. And people were saying, didn't Easter used to be in April? Yeah. It's jive cold on Easter. I remember being able to, come out my coat or something, but not no more. You still got to have your triple fat goose on the side for Easter. Like, what is going on? So, enough of the weather. I have Crystal Bevel here, and she is all things sports. Everybody that I know, they want to talk to her. What do you think about the Ravens? What do you think about this? Share your expertise with us. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she's going to share it with my listeners today. So I wanted to start our sports talk, our sports discussion with a little bit of how Black women in sports are viewed.
Okay.
I know personally, I'll start with from the top and we go into Serena. So everybody was, the reports came out that she was manly, I believe it said.
I don't know about reports, but just in general, she's always gotten the too muscular, too powerful, too dominant. And all of those things are just insane to say about an athlete. There's no such thing as too strong or too dominant or too powerful if you're an athlete. There's no such thing as too agile. What does that mean? Okay. Just because a lot of her female counterparts will never be blessed with the physical attributes that she has. And as a result, will find it very difficult to dominate a sport, whatever sport they have or whatever sport they play. That's because they can't do that. It's not a reason to try to diminish her accomplishments or her success based on her, based on her physical attributes. Calling her a gorilla, she's ugly, she's not attractive. I bet you she can beat most men. She probably can. Good job. Get your weight up.
So, I love it. So when people say they speak on her appearance and they try to, so you say they say that to diminish her because no one else is held up to that standard. Nobody looks at the other athletes and say, well, you're not pretty enough, or you're not beautiful, or you don't fit
Graceful
into this
and feminine
box
enough and so
exactly
forth and so on. Yeah. Because sports is dominated by men generally. So when men watch sports and they watch women play sports, they're always looking for, it's always a sexual angle somewhere along the way.
Yes.
You know, I'd love to be around her.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get that slinky body with me in bed. And that's so Sharapova and some of the other, especially white women who play the game of tennis, the sport of tennis, they get glamorized because they are quote unquote attractive.
Yes.
And so the fact that this woman, this African American woman, just buries them consistently, it's a problem. They can't stand to see us dominate. I mean, I don't want to make that sound like a generalism, but
it's true.
But it becomes very difficult for some people to accept that we take over a lot of sports once we get. I mean, people always talk about hockey, for instance. Very, very shortly, very soon, there will be a lot of African American people playing hockey and ice hockey, and it's going to be problematic for a lot of people who thought that their God-given right was to be on the ice.
That's like where y'all come from.
You can't even swim if this ice breaks. What are y'all doing out here?
You know what? I can't. So it is. It's definitely seen as a way to keep her down. So I'm going to talk about her looks. I'm going to continue to stress that she's not beautiful. I'm going to stress that, not saying that she is not beautiful, because I think she is a beautiful woman. I think she is built like something out of this world.
Yeah, she's like the female Adonis. She's bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, her thighs, her butt, it's all her power comes out of there. Her shoulders. I mean, she serves like, I mean, she's got 100 mile an hour and over 100 mile an hour serve. So the fact that she aces people constantly is because they can't return it. You can't hit what you can't see, pretty much. So
that's right.
That's how she dominates. And every once in a while, someone catches her on an off day. I mean, even Jordan have an off day, and everybody, someone will win. But when it's time for the chips, she's usually right there.
We know.
She and her sister. I don't want to leave Venus out of the conversation because Venus is a remarkable athlete as well.
Okay. Well, I say that, and we talked about when men specifically watch sports, because women, Black women, can definitely be objectified and reduced to this sexual, will I sleep with you or won't I? And if I won't, then you're going to catch hell for it. And even if I would, you're going to catch hell for that too, because both sides have their own bullshit that comes with it, for lack of a better word. So I say that because we have things that are in existence, like the lingerie football and the things of that nature. So do you look at that and do you say, go ladies, you all are doing it? Or do you say, oh my, sit down somewhere? How do we feel about that?
Well, I feel about lingerie football is one of the coolest things ever. I swear to you. I mean, I saw a clip of a woman who tackled another woman, and you know how you dance and celebrate after you make a good play. She got up and twerked on her helmet, and it was the best thing in the whole wide world. I mean, it was like she took her sexuality and she morphed it into this extremely powerful thing, and then she got up and twerked. It's like, look how strong I am. Look how sexy I am. You can do nothing with this.
And watch this.
Dun,
dun, dun.
Yeah,
the
lingerie
twerk music,
cool.
come on. Okay, so I've never seen the lingerie football, but I hear mixed reviews about it. So maybe I need to check it out. So we also talk about, I wanted to bring up basketball, because I know a lot of men that will not watch female basketball, women's basketball.
Yeah, they, well, I mean, I try to be objective. Women are not as athletic in general as the men are, to the extent that they excite the game. Like men play the game above the rim, but when the rim is 10 feet tall and you can jump and dunk, that is extremely exciting. You get an alley oop that'll send everybody's off their feet.
Like,
exactly. Go. But when it comes down to, but what's funny is like my favorite sports team, my favorite basketball team, men's basketball team, is the San Antonio Spurs. Everyone who knows me knows this, and that's because I'm a huge Tim Duncan fan. But Tim Duncan has got to be one of the most unexciting players in the entire league. It's because he's extremely fundamentally sound. And I feel that when you watch women's basketball, you're really watching a clinic on how it's supposed to be done. Men like to flash and, they want to cross you up and, cross you over. And, they got all these, handles and the no look passes and the alley oops and all that. And that's great. That's nice for fun. But when you watch a team, for instance, like the Spurs, who've won 5 championships in the last 20 years, that's pretty good, especially when you also make it to the finals a number of times and, come up slightly short. And the reason that they're able to be that consistent is because they play a very fundamental brand of basketball. Once you get, when your X's and O's are right, it makes the game fun. It makes the game easy to play. You get the passes, you get just shots. All you got to do is have the ball go through the basket. It doesn't matter that you know how it happened.
Yes.
The points are the points. So earn the points, win the game, get the chips. And
So
that's
you
what it's
didn't do
about.
the backspin and
all
that.
But
as long as
then you
it
get like
goes
a
in.
Brittany Griner, who is now a pro. I think she was I want to say she played for Baylor in college. But Brittany can dunk. So they're gonna be more women dunking soon. They're gonna be getting above the rim, and to an extent. And I think that maybe that'll bring some men into watching. But I think really what's most important about female sports is that women need to support women athletes.
Okay.
We need to see more females in the stands when when the what is it? I'm gonna mess it up. The Mystics are playing, for instance, and we can set the trend. So you need to go buy tickets. Take your little girls to buy tickets. Take your son to watch the women play, so that they can have a respect for the women's game and understand that, 1-on-1, a woman goes against a guy equally measured, and she has a really good opportunity to win that game. Because again, it gets down to fundamentals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're speaking to someone, but what you just said hit me because it's the respect for the game.
It is.
And a lot of time women, they don't get respected for what they do in the sports world. And I am not a sportsing fan, so to speak. I love when everybody else start yelling. I'm like, yes, indie face.
Oh, she hit a home run.
Yeah, so I am excited because I like crowds, and when it gets pumped, I can get pumped. But I never really go in depth. Like when you talk about X and O's and you lost me. But I know it's people out there listening that are right along with you. So please text us, call us. The phone number 410-702-5657 or text at 443-642-9403. We are talking Black women in sports. And it is so important because, like Crystal just said, it is the respect issue. So what just stuck out to me was the take your people out to support the women in sports, because I've never bought a ticket, but now you make me want to look it up and go out there and see what's going on.
And sports is always very family friendly. You don't have to worry about going to a sporting event for the most part and seeing something ratchet happen. You're going to be able to take you can take your mother, you can take your children, you can take everybody in the family and have a good time. As a matter of fact, I mean, the University of Maryland Lady Terps are a phenomenal team. They just got eliminated from the tournament, but in general, they're a really great team led by a wonderful coach, Brenda Fries. And you're gonna hear much more about those folks soon.
Well, I can tell you that I guess I know, but I've never heard of them. So now I have to go and do my research. And that is the reason for this show, to enlighten you of all things Black womenist. We're not just in one lane here. So I want you to see everything because, like I said, we are everywhere. You can't shake a Black woman. You cannot. You can try. So as we are about to go to our break, don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Again, give us a call, text. Tell your friends, call somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody else. So you need to listen to Gangsta Goddess Radio because they in there kicking that knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tracy Jiggets. I am all things good, all things Black. I am the mother of truth. I am your magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your Gangsta Goddess on BeExposedRadio.com. Crystal will be right back. We have more information to share. Black women are out here sportsing, and you just better get used to it. We'll be right back with Gangsta Goddess Radio.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is that lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, how dare you? You filthy ass animal. Get the hell out of my house. It was a problem because it's like, clearly, you don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all. Because that's a problem for me too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabro just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to out him and what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classy.
It's a little classy. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Do you have troubled skin, acne? With Proactive, you can heal your acne and help prevent new breakouts. Right now, in this radio area, we're looking for just 50 people with moderate acne to demonstrate exactly how fast Proactive works. The first 50 callers who qualify can try Proactive risk-free for 60 days.
Call 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152, 800-388-7152.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
That the focus does need to be back on the family unit. What you think, Sabrina?
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, it definitely would resolve and solve a lot of community issues.
Yes. And not just families, right? Healthy families.
Yes.
We want healthy families,
Yes.
healthy men.
Yes. Yeah.
So stability there.
Yes. Healthy. That's the key.
Yeah.
And whole.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of broken. I mean, and the thing about it is each family has something that they're going through. But the key is to be able to deal with it in a healthy way, to cope with the issues. There's no family that is without some kind of issue that they deal with.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Tracy Jiggets, and you are tuned in to Gangsta Goddess Radio. And I know that's the divine order, because what are you without listening in on a Monday, getting all things Black womanist, all things good. I'm excited today because I have Crystal Bevel in the studio. Say what's up, Crystal. What's up? So we are here, and what are we talking about? This week's topic is Black women in sports. And there is a lot going on in sports that I have no idea about. So I'm not the one to share. If we was in here talking about dancing, you know, the newest pop locker, or who is who is doing them turns, them pirouettes, I can talk to you about that. But the sports thing, and I always felt a little deprived, because it did feel like the girls who knew about sports, all the dudes was all on them, and they had this special bond, because you get to talk about, oh, shut up. So what? She know about the footballs. So, you know, I would show up. I would still go to a Super Bowl party. I'd still be there.
Great food.
Yeah, so you have a good time. I can laugh. And like I said, when everybody else get pumped, I clap it out. But that is not my experience being on the sports side of things. So I'm happy to share someone that has that information to share with you all. So, Crystal, tell us something about Black women in sports that we may not know. What information do you carry?
I don't know. I think maybe we should talk maybe about some sports that aren't the most popular sports. For instance, like I'd like to see more Black women get involved in beach volleyball.
Okay.
You know, it's an Olympic sport. You know, you can make a nice name for yourself doing that kind of thing. I'd love to see Black women get into surfing, quite frankly, into bowling, anything that is competitive. You know, we can do it.
Yes.
Generally, we're just not exposed, or we're not exposed on a level where someone recognizes your talent and says, hey, you need to do that all the time. You need to make your money doing that. And, you know, actually, it's the 1 year anniversary of the first time that 3 Black women came in first, second, and third in a swimming competition in the NCAA.
Wait. First, second, and third in a what kind of competition?
It's a swimming competition. They won the I think it was the 400-meter freestyle. So you know you're not a part of a relay. You know you're just running your race or swimming your race. And on the podium, when it was all said and done, those 3 Black girls were dripping wet, standing there, 1, 2, 3, and wow. It was I was very proud. You know, I think I might have shed a tear, because for sure swimming is a sport that is dominated by people other than African Americans, male or female. Michael Phelps is one of my favorite athletes, period, just because of the phenomenal things he's accomplished in the sport. But I'd love to see more Black women participating in the sport. And I think these 3 women have exemplified the fact that it can be done. 2 of those women go to Stanford. One of those women goes to University of Florida. There's Simone Manuel, Leah Neal, and Natalie Hines. Simone Manuel she's so bad. She has broken She's broken NCAA records. She's broken USA records. Wow.
I had no idea.
She hasn't broken an international record, like a world record, but she has been knocking on heaven's door. And the fact that, you know, when she won first place last year, she was only a freshman. I mean, she's coming into her woman body as we speak. You know, she's getting stronger, and she'll definitely, I believe, will be participating in this summer's Olympics. You should look out for her.
And give us the name one more time.
Yeah, her name is Simone Manuel, and she goes to Stanford. Her teammate, Leah Neal, actually won bronze in 2012 at the Summer Games in London in the 4x100. That was part of a relay. But she already has a gold medal. There was a woman who won in 2002. I believe her last name is like McClendon. Anyway, she's silver medal in a relay. And I mean, so we're there. We're just not very well known. But you know, that's why I'm here, to try to put these folks on the map. Hopefully someone's listening. Hopefully you out there have an interest in swimming and you really feel like you're good. And I think that if you know you're a Black woman, you feel like you swim better than most, I suggest you really put your dedication into it and just go for it. Continue to do it well. And even if you can't reach the goals that you want to reach, you're going to reach down and pull some young girl up, because we can dominate that sport as well, or at least share the stage with some of the most well-known swimmers out there.
So swimming. So do you think it's a lack of opportunity why there aren't more African-American, or as I like to say, Black women in the sport? Because like I said, I don't know. This information you're giving me right now is blowing my mind, because I had no idea. And if I would have seen 3 Black women standing on that podium, that would have touched me. But I had no idea this was even going on. So who knew?
Everybody think we got those heavy ass bones and just we don't float. So
well, Black women, they say we don't swim, okay, because we're not messing up our hair.
Hey, Black women, I love your hair. I do. I love your hair. It's beautiful, but damn it, mess it up sometimes. You know, put on a little cap and tuck it under there, and just, you know, get your life. Because I think actually a lot of Black women end up being overweight and so forth and so on, because it's like exercising is some poison pill. You know, get out there and sweat a little bit. Your edges will be fine.
Not the edges will be. All right.
The edges will be fine. And you know, I think that most of the men I know, they like the dolls, but they really love the real women, and they'll accept you how you are.
Okay, well, that is, you know what, Black women, go ahead and just let your hair get messed up for a little while. Get out there and swim. Get out there and we can dominate everything, because you can't shake Black women. We're everywhere. So hopefully someone listens to this. And if it's not you, you may have a niece. You may have a daughter. You may have a cousin, somebody out there who you see talent in. And it is time to allow them to spread their wings. So we talk about swimming. Again, I had no idea. Like, I have so much research to do when I leave here. So I hope you all are excited as I am to know that there are so many things that we are taking over, but we still have a ways to go. It doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't. It really just takes exposure. I played volleyball in high school. Western High School. Hello, Dubs.
Oh,
anyway,
fly away.
I played volleyball, and it's so much fun. It really is. I had a ball. I wasn't built to take it to the collegiate level. Really, I was okay, but I wasn't that great. But there are a lot of women, you know, height is good. So we see a lot of tall women. They think their only option if they're going to play a sport is to play basketball, and everybody's not into basketball, you know. So do something that fits your lane. And I always say, just try new things. Just get outside and play. Just go have some fun. You see some people doing some things, you jump in and say, hey, you know, can I play with you? That's how kids
I would like
do it, right?
to do that. Yes.
Like, hey, can I play?
What is that, a frisbee?
No, I'm trying to listen. Discus frisbee. You know, the discus frisbee tournaments are insane. They're kind of fun. They're
There's
fun to
a
watch.
tournament?
Drew Hill Park has them all the time. It's a whole discus course that I set out there. I know you've seen it.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I mean, like, I walked the reservoir and I think that I've done something. Dun, dun, dun.
It's on the opposite side. You have to enter through the Liberty Heights end over there and make a.
I didn't know.
Yeah, go around that way, and there's a whole discus thing set up there, and you see people out there playing. I know most of them play for fun, but they're championship leagues, and so forth and so on. I know how much money you make, but sometimes it's just about participating in the sport and seeing how good you can be.
Well, I am interested to know. Please give us a call, 410-702-5657. Let me know what you think about Black women in sports. Crystal is dropping that knowledge about sports that I never thought of, starting with the swimming. You're telling me there's Frisbee discus tournaments out here. Oh my gosh. Like, we... We can do anything, and I'm just excited that we are able to share this information. You can text us at 443-642-9403. Black women, go out there, mess up your hair. Just go. You know what? I never put myself, and you have to take people where they are. And there was a time where I really appreciated a good weave. And there was a time where I was like, oh no, I'm not messing this up. But the older I get and the more I begin to embrace me, and I realize, especially when it's raining outside and people is running out because they like, oh Lord, my curl. And I'm like, no, God said, be yourself. So I'm excited about that aspect. But to know that there are things that you can do to preserve your hair, but just getting out there.
You might not sweat too much playing golf. You walk 18 holes. It's a beautiful time on a beautiful green.
Are the Black women playing golf, Crystal?
Man, yeah, there's a woman, Ginger Howard, I believe. She's 18 years old. She's the youngest Black female pro golfer. And, she's trying to make a name for herself. I think that she's, I don't know what her ranking is right now. But she's very good, and she's on the come. And there are a lot of Black people who are interested in golf. And so I say, hey, Black women, get out there and swing the golf ball. I mean, swing the club, hit the ball, take a walk, have some drinks. That's what it's really all about.
They drink out there?
Oh God, yes. If you're not, I mean, if you're playing competitively,
you're not out there.
Don't want to do that. But if you're gonna just lie about what you did out on the course anyway, you may as well have, some sangria to go with it.
How long does a golf game take? Is that a really long?
If you play a full 18 holes, maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
Maybe long. I mean, again, it depends on how long it takes. I don't know.
And Black women are playing golf.
Sure.
That is, y'all better do it. Look, we're going to swim. We're going to throw the Frisbee. I'm ready to go out here now.
Listen, the most expensive thing about golf are the clubs.
Okay.
But you can rent clubs, the Teton, the
like you get there, like you rent skates?
Yeah.
Oh, see that?
They come in different sizes and everything, and you figure out what's best for you and do that. Softball. I love softball.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to softball.
In high school as well. We personally know a really good softball player, female softball player.
Anaya Jones?
Anaya Jones.
Yes.
She's a pitching phenom and graduated Dunbar High School.
Yes.
And she's local. So there's a lot of talent right here in Baltimore City as far as Black female athletes are concerned. And it would really, you do a disservice to these ladies, these young girls, not to try to tap into what their interests are and to, meet them where they are. You have just go introduce somebody to something new,
See, that is beautiful. Yeah. Shout out Anaya Jones. But that speaks to, because now they're not going to come knocking on your door, people. I guess that's the thing. So you do have to go out and seek them. Like you said, try something new, go to a game, find out where they are and support, because that's what they need, especially if we want them to continue. They need people that support them and need to know that you are out there. So I have a text that I am going to read, and it says, and I quote, Crystal has me feeling inspired. Black women in sports, Black women swimming, Black women not being afraid of messing up those edges. Wow, we can do this. The show is very enriching, and I agree that we need to support our female athletes. And I am, that makes me feel so good. Like I am, look, I am beaming. I feel the energy. Crystal, I said, there are certain people that I said, I need to share these people with the world. And you are one of those people. So I'm just happy. Look, let's go swimming. When y'all want to go swimming? Where do you swim? Look, and I can swim. Yes, but I can swim because it was something in my family that we did. My cousin was what you call it, lifeguard. That's when you guard the life at the pool. Yes. Okay. So he was a lifeguard. He was out there. So all of us, I have a lot of cousins. So all of us followed suit. Like we were going to learn how to swim. We were going to get out there and do it. So to hear this, that it doesn't have to stop there just as a fun hobby. You can go out there and really do it. And you mentioned surfing. Black women are surfing.
I actually don't know of any Black women who surf.
Oh, if you know somebody, tell them, call us.
The point is that I know there are Black women who live on the coast, or on the West Coast especially, where you get big waves, and I know there are Black women out there who like to play on their surfboards. So why not get more serious about it? It's a white male dominated sport, and they don't even like white women to participate in a lot of their events.
And if the white women can't get in, it's very difficult. We got work to do.
But one of the best things about sports is that they give you so much confidence. You know who you are. You recognize that you have a certain kind of physical strength and prowess that makes you not feel like a shrinking violet necessarily. Also, it's just, there's nothing like being a part of a team. I talked about some individual sports, but being a part of a team is an extremely enriching thing to do. If you to spend hours with a group of women where you all are focused on the same goal, and you're committed to helping each other out to get to that goal, it's really like having a second family. So I encourage everyone who's not a part of a team, if you want to be a part of a team somewhere, a bowling league or something like that, get involved.
Get involved. Black women everywhere. Everybody get involved. But I'm here to speak on behalf and for and to the Black women. So I don't want nobody feel like, oh, I'm a white woman. What am I going to do? You get out there too, white women. Go ahead. But we're not worried about your hair. See, it's the sister's hair that we out here trying to save. So this is Gangsta Goddess Radio with your girl, Tracy Jiggets. I am here with the great Crystal Bevel. Please stay with us. We will be right back on BeExposedRadio.com. Nate!
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks.
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet,
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Be exposed. I don't know. Y'all was not ready. Y'all didn't know. Gangsta Goddess. Check out my theme song that's coming to you real soon. I'm in the studio working real hard on bringing y'all something real. You know Tracy Jiggets like, because I does it. People don't think, but they going to find out because I don't be excited. All right, listen. We are here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. You can call us. Look, people, the show is almost over. If you have something to say, you better jump in there. It is 410-702-5657. We have a open house coming up at BeExposedRadio.com where we invite you beautiful people to come out, tour the studio. If you have a business to promote, come promote it. If you want to meet some of the personalities here on BeExposedRadio.com, that is the time. It is this Saturday, people. This Saturday at BeExposedRadio.com. You can go and find out all of the information. But this Saturday from 12 to 5 is our open house. And I would love to meet each and every one of you. So you better skip on in here and say, Tracy, I listen in, and I will be so excited. And you can find more information on BeExposedRadio.com. Y'all ready? Okay. So we're going to close it up. But what's happening is the people are texting me and they want us to know, Crystal, a gentleman, you may know him. His name is Clinton Jiggets.
I know young Jiggets.
He has said that Imani Wilmot is a black female surfer. Yeah, write that down. It says that she's Dominican or Jamaican or
she's from the islands.
Yeah,
then.
she is of the islands, and her name is Imani, and she's a Black female surfer. So this the exchange of information here is just making me excited. So a quick shout out to my beautiful, beautiful niece. She is all things Black and good. She is beautiful, Kari Jiggets. Thank you so much for listening, and we love you, and we want you to get out there and live your dreams, because that's what this show is all about. We are here to inspire, to encourage, to love, to hold your hand. And Kari Jiggets, I love you. So another shout out to a great Black woman. What? I'm giving it today. Gloria Jiggets. I'm going to tell y'all what. This lady, not only did she give birth to me, so y'all better give her a round of applause. Come on, engineer. Give me some applause. Or give me some toots. Get excited. But she is the best grandmother ever, and she makes it possible for me to go out here and get my entire life together to talk to you people, because like I said, it's cheaper than therapy. I get to come here and just share of myself. So Black women in sports. We're going to wrap it up. So Crystal, you want to close us out with, just pull it all together in a nice little bow.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it home.
It's nothing like tying things together. I guess just to wrap it up, sports is life to me. Without sports and competition, how boring would this all be? So, get out, do your body some good, do your health some good, do your mind some good, because exercising, not that I've been exercising, but I know that my mind was sharper when I did, and I'm going to get back into it specifically for that reason, and so that I can fit into some of my clothes. But other than that, really, Black women really need to just we need to embrace it. And when we are our biggest fans, people follow. So you do it, someone else will watch you, they'll do it, you'll have fans, you can pull in, I hear a lot of people say, a lot of men say they can't stand watching women's basketball, for instance. I'm just going back to that example. But if they just have a lack of appreciation for the women's game, what they need to do is get past the hype and the flash of it all, and really get down to understanding what the sport of basketball is about. Again, it's another team sport. It's another thing where when you get together and with a common goal with other people, you really just elevate your entire life. You elevate your way of thinking, and you build a sisterhood that is very difficult sometimes to build. And you end up making lifelong friends and lifelong networking connections and so forth and so on. So I say for all women, sports is for you, competition is for you, and go out and embrace it.
Well, I am excited. I'm going to research some things. I say we have a Gangsta Goddess sports night where we get out there and support these teams, support these Black women who are out there living their dreams. I say, Black women, get out there and take care of yourself. Be involved, get involved. Yes, because it only works out for us all. I always say I'm exercising because I don't know when the zombie apocalypse is coming, and I want to be ready, and I might have to run with the 2-year-old on my back, and I don't want to get tired. So we all in it for our own reasons, but that's motivation is what I'm saying, because I believe in us all, and I feel like there is something that is planted inside of a Black woman that is all things sparkly, all things beautiful, all things good, and I am here for you to tap into that. Before we go, I have another text. People are listening. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, so it says, Gangsta Goddess is giving me life. What? The mother of truth is nothing but the truth. Thank you for so much wisdom, Miss Magical Negro. So I don't know who that is, but thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy and your joy. And I'm just happy to be here. And there are more things to come as I step out on faith, because I tell y'all every week, I'm scared right now. sitting in this chair. So if I can be scared and push through, you can be scared and push through. Go for it. It may sound crazy, and everybody around you going to tell you stupid. Everybody around you, not everybody, because it might be somebody with some sense, but there are people who will not believe in you. But there is something inside of us. I'm trying to tell you, Black women, they can't shake us. There is something in there, and I need you all to tap into it. I thank Crystal Bevel for joining me on today's show. It has been a beautiful conversation about Black women in sports. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Come to the open house and get your life. Thank you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out this crazy freestyle on Who Got Buzz.
But right now, it's a 2-minute drill.
I did.
Cue it up.
I did.
Oh! What? So, as always, the 2-minute drill is going to kick off. Who wants to take it first? I need the music. Turn it up just a little bit. Turn it up just a little bit. There we go. DP, since you're the guest of the evening, I want you to go ahead and kick it off.
So when you're walking like a guard and you talking like a guard, you could throw a couple jabs, you can even spit and spar. I got a line. Even though I dropped a couple lines with the grind, never shoot a couple dimes, you can have it. Balling like Jordan, but I'm feeling like Magic. Had a couple verses in these MC Scarlet Classic, but when you see me on the racketeer, young resurrected soul of the young Emmett Till. Never lie, always had to keep it real. Shaquille up in the paint, I was the man to steal. When they put me on the Pac beat, low key, I made sure that I got up the paint and pitched the 3. Now I'm Steph Curry cooking it up or hooking it up. Shouts out to my niggas locked down, let's hooking it up. Back for the baked beans, niggas at the hot dog. Niggas say I'm hot dog, I'm fresh off the spot, dog. Put me in the place, lyrics are uppercase. Gotta mixtape my way like Wayne and dedicate, elevate, motivate my niggas all in the city. My lyrics are super dope and my bars are super witty. You can't even stick with me, so come and trip and shoot. When it comes to raising roof, I never lie, I tell the truth, raise the roof. I gotta bring the proof in the game, bring the roof to the chain, bring a tech to your name.
Check out what you missed on Check out Who Got Buzz Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taking over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then I mean literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. Now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.